Beautiful? How about brilliant? Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 feminist moments on Grey's Anatomy. For this list, we're taking a look at the most empowering scenes for Grey's Anatomy's female characters. Since there are well over 300 episodes, we're only choosing one moment per episode.
Badass! Ladies! This place is run by ladies. It's Lady Place.
No, it is not Lady Place. Lady Place is what my grandma calls her vagina.
Number 10. Callie stands up for who she is.
Sorry things got so... But the fact that you came... Daddy, is that Father Kevin?
Kicking off our list is this moment from season 6, when Callie stood up to her father when he tried to condemn her sexuality. He came to the hospital hoping to fix her, but instead of folding under the pressure, she fought back, stating that her sexuality and religious beliefs didn't conflict.
You think you can pray away the gay?
We can just sit and talk.
Oh, no, you can't pray away the gay.
Though Callie and her father continued to struggle with the topic, he eventually came to terms with it.
May I cut in?
It's all yours.
We find our way back to the things that matter the most.
I was driving to the airport with your mother, and it hit me. I've been looking forward to dancing with you on your wedding day since I first held you into my arms, so I turned the car around and came back. So, here I am, to have this dance with my daughter.
This powerful moment proved that it's okay to be proud of who you are, especially when it comes to being part of the LGBTQ+ community.
Blessed are those who have been persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Jesus is my savior, Daddy, not you. And Jesus would be ashamed of you for judging me. He would be ashamed of you for turning your back on me. He would be ashamed.
Number 9. Meredith declares her independence. Meredith and Derek have been through a lot together. Lies, sabotage, adultery, and more tragedies than they deserve.
We were in a plane and it crashed. Plane crash.
Where is Derek?
At some points, their relationship was tested to its absolute limits. After a particularly bad fight in season 11, Meredith realizes that although she still loves Derek, she could live without him if she had to.
And I'm going to do everything in my power to prove it.
I can't live without you.
While he was away, she'd thrived as a surgeon and learned to live without him being there. This moment is especially important because it shows that having independence in a relationship is not synonymous with breaking up.
I can't live without you. But I don't want to. I don't ever want to.
Number 8. Christina sticks to her decision not to have kids.
You know, I think I'm gonna order pizza. If you want, I can get...
I'm pregnant.
Christina has always been laser focused on her career as a surgeon, prioritizing it over all else. When she married fellow surgeon Owen Hunt, they hadn't yet discussed the topic of children.
I don't want one. I don't hate children. I respect children. I think they should have parents who want them.
So when Christina mentioned that she had no interest in having children one day, it caused some issues. Despite the arguments that their differences created, she stood by her conviction without wavering.
I made an appointment to terminate the pregnancy.
Though this played a role in their eventual breakup, it was essential to see Christina not compromise herself in their relationship, standing firm in her decision.
I'm asking you to do something for me. Can you simply consider doing something for me?
Have a baby? This isn't pizza versus Thai. You don't give a little on a baby.
Christina, I am asking...
I am saying no!
Number 7. Izzie fights back.
Is this you? It is, isn't it?
Prior to her surgical internship at Seattle Grace Hospital, Izzie Stevens worked as a lingerie and underwear model in order to pay off her student loans from med school.
We have Bethany Whisper in our locker room.
Oh boy, I guess they do airbrush out the tattoo, don't they?
When her coworker Alex Karev found out, he plastered pictures of her throughout the hospital as a prank. Her response, needless to say, was incredible. She reclaimed her body by showing that she had no shame in it, effectively taking all the power away from the men harassing her.
You want to see it? You really want to see it? Fine. Let's look at that tattoo up close and personal, shall we?
This Grey's Anatomy scene is one that will go down in history as an iconic feminist moment.
You want to call me Dr. Model? That's fine. Just remember that while you're sitting on 200 grand of student loans, I'm out of debt.
Number 6, Meredith calls out Derek's sexism.
Hey.
How's my dog?
Much better. Finn's running tests.
Good.
Our dog.
What?
Our dog. You said my dog. He's our dog.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you mad at me or something?
Now's not the time.
We already mentioned that Meredith and Derek have a lot of issues in their relationship, and here's an example of one from early on. After they break up the first time, Derek is furious to learn that Meredith has slept with a string of other men.
I never should have told you about George.
No, it's fine. I'm glad I know about him and the vet. You really get around.
What did you just say to me?
It's unforgivable.
I don't remember ever asking you to forgive me.
Derek's blatant sexism and slut-shaming rightfully upsets Meredith, especially since he's the one who left her.
Who's next? Alex? Because I hear he likes to sleep around. You two have that in common.
She rightfully calls him out, telling him that he doesn't get to judge her for how she decided to cope. At least it seems to sink in.
You don't get to call me a whore. When I met you, I thought I had found the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I was done. So all the boys and all the bars and all the obvious daddy issues, who cared? Because I was done. You left me. You chose Addison.
Number 5, Christina tells Meredith she's the son.
We'll call each other at least twice a month and we'll text all the time.
I hate texting.
Text me. And don't let Owen get all dark and twisty. Take care of him. And Alex, take care of Alex. He needs to be mocked at least once a day or he'll be insufferable.
Meredith and Christina are each other's person. So when Christina made her exit on the season 10 finale, it was a tearful goodbye filled with promises, love, and of course, dancing it out.
With the leftover you. And how do you know when to let go?
You love this song.
As Christina turns to leave, she has one last message.
He's very dreamy, but he is not the son. You are.
This means first and foremost that Christina wants Meredith to put herself first, something she's always struggled to do, and that particularly applies to her marriage. However, it's also a subtle callback to Meredith's mother calling her ordinary. By calling Meredith extraordinary, Christina is essentially telling Meredith that she's proud of her.
You are a gifted surgeon with an extraordinary mind.
They may not be sisters by blood, but that doesn't lessen the bonds these two share. Number 4, Bailey becomes the first female chief of surgery.
I am the chief.
The moment Miranda Bailey became the first female chief of surgery at the hospital was iconic to say the least. Since the beginning of the show, Bailey was a force to be reckoned with.
I need you to handle everything else in the ER. You are in charge. Get used to it.
Yes, sir.
Her interns feared her, her co-workers respected her, and her boss, Richard Weber, knew that she would become chief one day. Throughout 11 seasons leading up to the promotion, Bailey was a lion-hearted leader, teaching her interns lessons while growing herself as well. While there are countless other successful female doctors on this show, many of which are department heads, the moment Bailey became chief was a monumental victory.
So I looked it up, and Bailey's the first.
First what?
First female chief of surgery of this hospital.
Number 3, Meredith deserves equal pay.
I need a me, and I believe that you can be a me for me. I need you to be my me.
The fight for equal pay is not a recent thing. Women have been paid unfair wages for, well, forever. When Meredith learns that she's making a lot less than other department heads, she's hesitant at first to renegotiate her contract.
You earned that job, okay? You need to go back and renegotiate.
I can't. It's too late. I already accepted the offer.
No, walk in there and demand what you deserve. Men do it all the time.
But finally, she steels herself and tells Bailey that she deserves more. Turns out that Bailey was just waiting for her to speak up. She actually agrees with Meredith 100%. Meredith worked hard to get where she's at. She earned her job, and she shouldn't settle for any less.
I can make that happen. Is that all, Gray?
Yep. That's it. Okay. Thanks.
Gray?
Yeah.
Well done.
Number 2, addressing sexual harassment.
Public perception is everything, and they're going to destroy you if this gets out.
Unfortunately, sexual harassment in the workplace isn't a recent thing either. Grey's Anatomy weighed in on this conversation with the Harper Avery plotline. When multiple women came forward with stories of Avery's sexual harassment, his ex-daughter-in-law Catherine Fox planned to take the fall for it. But Jackson wasn't about to let that happen.
You're fired. You can go now.
Now wait just a minute.
I will be damned if I'm gonna let my grandfather do to you what he did to all these women.
He and Meredith helped turn the Harper Avery Foundation into the Catherine Fox Foundation, taking the power away from the abuser and putting it into the hands of a capable woman. Even though workplace sexual harassment continues, it was an uplifting and inspiring contribution to the narrative.
We hope you'll join us in supporting with enthusiasm the Catherine Fox Foundation.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Actually, don't do this. You're my friend, not hers. Don't take her side.
I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying she made some good points.
She dumped me and jumped into bed with Karev. She doesn't get to make good points.
Mark, don't you think you're being a little...
What, mad, offended, disgusted?
Hypocritical, sexist, immature?
She dumped me.
You're very beautiful.
Oh, screw beautiful. I'm brilliant. If you want to appease me, compliment my brain.
Sometimes false labor is the body's way of telling you to slow down.
I'm a surgeon.
I understand the realities of your job, but you need to understand the realities of your pregnancy and take it easy. If there's anything I can do to help?
Yeah, for starters, you can help me get up off this table.
You want to know why I'm so unfocused? So ordinary? You want to know what happened to me? You happened to me.
Then let me refuse the heart surgery.
No.
Why not?
Because killing my mother is not going to be another thing that happens to me.
I got it. I'm sorry. Okay. I just had to bring the thunder.
Bring the thunder?
When you seem really nice or young or pretty, sometimes people don't take you seriously.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. #1, Amelia is legendary.
To consider the idea that to the tumor, we are the problem. We are the invader. We are the danger. To the tumor, we are the cancer.
We've all stood in someone else's shadow. For much too long, Amelia stood in the shadow of her brother Derek.
This has never been done before. All these steps, in this order, and this kind of tumor has never been done.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Who do I even think I am? Who might even try this?
But in the distance, she faces off against a nasty brain tumor that seems impossible to remove, especially without Derek's help. She's always been the other Dr. Shepard, never held in quite the same esteem. However, when she successfully removes the tumor, she proves to everyone, including herself, that she can stand on her own. It's a moment of pride, power, and independence that teaches Amelia not to doubt herself and speaks volumes about what women can accomplish.
By sending Death running like a crying bitch. By telling Death to screw himself, that is the battle. And it is the only battle worth fighting. You should be on a high right now.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.